Alright, welcome back you guys. So in this video, as you read in the title, a $50 computer that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace. The guy was selling it for $100. He doesn't know if it works. He didn't test it. When I picked it up, the guy didn't even know I think very much about computers. But for $50, I went ahead and just bought it. I did see a lot of cool you know, hardware in here that I thought, you know, maybe worth it for $50. So I went ahead and bought it. And the way he got this computer is he works as, he picks up trash from people that don't want stuff, I guess. And then these people hire people to collect their trash and take it to the dump. And basically he put it up on the Facebook Marketplace. I just picked it up, just got home and gonna record this video. So basically he told me that he doesn't know a lot about computers, and he just said he was selling it, he got it for free, so he didn't pay anything and he gained something from it. And I will also gain something if it works, you know. Like I said, people called them, they're like his company or the company he works for, to pick up you know, just a lot of stuff, trash they don't want, and take it to the dump. And he found this and he put it on the Facebook Marketplace and I bought it. And I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, see what's inside. He didn't list any specs, so I don't know what these specs are 100%, but from the pictures I did see that it was a newer generation of a CPU and motherboard and stuff. So I went ahead and bought it. I asked him to lower the price if he could do $50 instead of $100. You know, that's 50% off almost, basically 50% off. And he said yeah, and because I did tell him that, you know, some parts may or may not work, I don't know, but I went ahead and bought it, and he was happy. He got $50 out of nothing, and let's see what I got for $50. All right, let me show you around the computer. All right, so this is a case it came with. It is beat up, it's missing a lot of parts, but look at the front. It's all sticky. I don't know what's wrong with this computer, but it's all sticky. And well, I don't think I'm gonna ever use this case, but oh, there you go, that's the power button. That does not look clean at all. It's got a little badge. It's got an Intel i5. Okay, that helps a little bit. But let's see the back. Noctua fan. There you go. And I don't know if this came with a GPU, but when I picked it up, it didn't have anything. Nor in the pictures did it show any GPU. But it's not too big of a problem. GPUs are pretty cheap nowadays, so we can just, if it works, put in a GPU in there. Here it is, the motherboard. It looks to be a gigabyte. I think the Wi-Fi antenna, it says gigabyte, so I'm assuming the board is gigabyte. Oh yeah, also it came with the Wi-Fi antenna, so that's pretty cool. As you can see, pretty modern board. Display port, Type C, USB 3.1 Type C. And that's got Wi-Fi in it. It's got a power supply. No cables, no nothing. This is all it came with. Wi-Fi antenna and the computer. Alright, let's go ahead and open it up. I'm kind of excited. $50. I know $50 is a lot if this is trash, but let's see. Unscrew it. But I'm assuming that the power supply most likely will work, whatever it is, because, you know, power supplies. But hopefully there's something in here that I can use. And already, look at this. It's got a hard drive and an SSD. I did see those in the pictures, so that's one of the reasons I pulled the trigger. $50. I went as fast as possible. I was like, ooh, hard drive, if it works, probably $20 if it's a good hard drive. SSD, $20, that's $40 right there. Power supply, it looks to be a 600 watt smart from Thermaltake. So automatically I was like, okay, 25-30 bucks. So that's over 50 bucks already that I can, you know, probably free sell if I wanted to. And look at, I mean, the cable management is pretty bad, but you know, it's expected for a computer that was gonna go to the trash, basically. Yeah, so basically he was just talking to me about how he comes across a lot of stuff that, you know, people don't want anymore, and they just hire them, their company, and they throw a lot of trash away and a dump. And I was like, hey man, if you come across more deals or more computers like this, let me know and I'll buy them from if it's a good deal for me too. So this is the first computer I bought from him, and I let him know that if he finds anything else, to let me know. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. I want to see the hard drive first. I want to see what that is. Damn, it's a lot of cables. Let me start unplugging stuff. So let me get some light over here. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. Okay, that came off easily. Hopefully that didn't break anything. Alright, so let's see. Hopefully this is at least a 1 terabyte or a 2 terabyte hard drive. Because 500 gig hard drives, I mean, they're still good, but you know, that's pretty small for today's standards, you know. So let's see what we got. Let's pull it out. And let's see what we got. WD Blue, Western Digital right there. And 1 terabyte. Let's go. 1 terabyte hard drive from Western Digital. Awesome. I'm so excited. You know, $50 for a whole computer. Oof. I just get a new case and a GPU. Well, if this works. But a new case, GPU, bam, whole new computer. The CPU, we're gonna find out later, but let's see what this is. SanDisk. Oh man, what? Whoever owned this computer did not take care of it well. It's like shoved in there just randomly. Okay, it is SanDisk SSD Plus. Let me unplug it so I won't bend any of these things. Okay, and it is capacity 240 gig SSD. Awesome. Hopefully that works. I will put everything back together in this case, I guess. I don't have another case for it right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if it works, and we'll go from there. So let me see what we got for the CPU. I'm gonna go ahead and mount the camera to the tripod. Next up, the next thing we're gonna see is the RAM. Now it's only got 1 stick of RAM. Oh my god, look at these cables. Alright, next up we're gonna see the memory capacity. It looks like there's only 1 stick of RAM. It does support 2. I'm assuming that this is a 4 gig RAM stick or a 8 gig. But let's go ahead and find out. Alright, so it is, okay, DDR4, so that is not DDR3. So there you go. And then the total is DDR4 2400, 8 gigs, and an 8 gig stick of RAM. If you add one more 8 gig stick, that is 16, and that is good for gaming. If I'm going to use this computer for gaming, I still don't even know what I'm going to do with this computer. I just bought it because it was cheap, 50 bucks, whole computer. And one of the reasons I bought it was because if this ITX board works, I can like build a small like form factor computer. It'll be fun to do. Okay, so 8 gigs of RAM. Let's put it to the side. All right, next up a CPU. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the board. Unplug everything. This case is, I mean, it's got a lot of room, but I'm not a fan of this case. It's got a Noctua fan. Looks to be like 140 millimeters. So I don't know how to remove this cooler. I guess we have to remove the whole board to do that, because it looks like the screws or the nuts are in the other side, in the bottom side. So I'm gonna start removing that. Alright, so here's the board. So we did have to remove it for the things in the bottom, because I saw that in the front. Let's see. There's like nothing to remove in the front, so yeah, it's really dirty. A lot of dust in here. Let's see. Is this a Gigabyte board? Yep, it's a Gigabyte board. Let me remove the cooler so we can see the CPU as well. Let's see. Okay, this one was easy, but this is a weird cooler. I don't know why we would screw it in. Cleaning up the thermal paste. Oh, and I already saw what it is. Okay, so it is an i5-7500. Alrighty. I believe that is a quad-core CPU. I know that the 7th generation CPUs, I believe the highest end is an i7-7700K, and that's a 4-core 8-thread CPU, because I used to have one. And this is a 4-core 4-thread CPU. Wait, no, 4-core 4-thread. So it's just 4 cores. I don't think it has hyper-threading. But there you go. i5-7500. MATX board, or ITX board, GAB250N, Phoenix Wi-Fi, socket 1151, USB 3.1 Gen 2. Let me see, let me remove this. I got a lot of thermal paste in here. Didn't even clean it, right? There you go. Core i5-7500. I don't know if this is still a good CPU for today's gaming. 4 cores is decent for like maybe 1080p gaming, 1440p probably. But there you go. I do remember when motherboards used to have this like coloring. I haven't seen a board that has the orange or yellow or blue, you know, memory, RAM, stick sockets like this. But you know, it looks nice. It's small. It looks not too high end. It looks kind of basic, but oh, there you go. Oh, look at this. It's got and the screw in it for an M.2 NVMe SSD in the back, so that's cool. I might use that so that I won't need to use the, you know, this thing. But this is cool. I can use this for a lot of things. It can probably be used for a server as well, though it doesn't have a lot of SATA cable connections. But there you go. Little cooler from whom? Don't know. I don't know what company this is. Rygentic Corporation. I'm not sure. And of course you saw the power supply. Like I said, it's a Thermaltake 600 watt. Alrighty, well, let's go over the things we got from this computer. $50. We got a CPU. It's a Core i5-7500. It's a 4-core 4-core CPU. We have the Gigabytes GAB250N Phoenix Wi-Fi ITX motherboard with a Wi-Fi card, and of course with the Wi-Fi antenna that it came with. All right, next we got a 240 gig SSD from SanDisk. We got 8 gigs of G.Skill DDR4 memory that is rated at 2400 megahertz. I believe that's what it's called. And we have a 1 terabyte Western Digital blue hard drive with 64 megs of cache, and the 600 watt power supply, and this case that I don't know from where. Yeah, I don't know the case. I don't know the brand of the case, but oh yeah. Also, how can I forget? A Noctua 140 millimeter fan. The NF A14 FLX 1200 RPM. So this probably costs a lot on its own. I'm not gonna use the case, so I don't think I'm gonna put the fans in on anymore. Though. Okay, so I'm gonna put everything back together, and then I'm gonna see if it works. I'm gonna see if there's an operating system in this hard drive, or sorry, SSD. And then I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna put it out together, and then on the next part I will show you powering it on and seeing if it works. So I put everything back. I'm gonna go ahead and power it on. I'm gonna get a monitor. I'll move it to my monitor, power it on, and see if this works. And if it all works, then yo, $50 for a whole computer. I just added a GPU. I do have a just a plain GPU that I can put here just to test if it works, if this slot works, because that is a huge thing. If everything works and this doesn't work, then this is basically useless for gaming. I think if the slot doesn't work. But you know, let's hope that it works, and I will test it out without the GPU to test the, you know, on the ports in the back, the HDMI and the display port. Anyways, let me go ahead and connect to the monitor. Alright guys, so I have it plugged in, power switch on, I got it connected to the power, HDMI to my monitor, Wi-Fi connected, USB mouse and keyboard connected, and there you go. Okay, I don't know if I connected the power switch correctly. Let me see. Oh, why did I connect? All right, give me 1 second. All right, let me see. So when I got the computer, the I believe the cable that connects to the power button and all the front, it came disconnected. So I connected the bottom one. I don't know if it's actually this one or that one. So I didn't power on with the bottom one. So let me swap it to the top one. Okay. And now let me turn it on. Oh, there you go. Oh, damn it, I forgot to put the RAM. Let me turn off the switch. Oh yeah, I had to remove the RAM because it was hard to see the connection for the front panel. Is this how you do it? Oh no, this cable's in the way. Oh my god. Sorry. Okay. All right. Okay, everybody, everything should be ready. Power switch on. Power button. Powering on. Oh, that's awesome. It's got LEDs. Look at that. Oh, I saw something. There you go. Whoa. Oh, man. All right. Looks like it booted to the BIOS. There's a motherboard, B250N, BIOS version 2017. That's kind of old, I think. BIOS version F2. Let's see. Is there a... Yeah, I think this is an easy mode. There you go. Alright. So it looks like the CPU, it is an i5-7500, 8 gigs of RAM. The speed is at 3.6 megahertz. I don't know why it says we have 4 DIMM slots, but we only have 2. That's weird. Anyways, Ubuntu. What the hell is that? Windows Boot Manager, SanDisk, SSD, DA240. I think Ubuntu isn't that a Linux? A Linux probably? Okay. Alrighty. And then I don't see the hard drive. Did I connect the hard drive? Yeah, I did. Alright, I guess we need to install Windows on this because it does not have Windows. Wonder if I can boot. Yeah, let me go ahead and save and quit. So far it seems to be working. So that's a huge plus. It looks awesome. Lighting looks great. I don't know about the hard drive. It didn't show up in the BIOS, but the SSD worked. It showed up. Look at the lighting. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, now we know it does work. And use the front. Admin. Oh, it does have Windows. Why did it say Ubuntu? It does have Windows. It looks like it's a fresh install. That's weird. Oh, no. Can I do settings? Let's see. Admin. Okay, so whoever used this profile name was admin, I guess. System. Oh, wait, no. About. Okay, so that's the specs right there. Confirming it is an 8 gigabyte stick. You know, all that good stuff. Windows 10 Home. Okay. Windows 10 Home. Let's see. Alright. Well, I'm going to connect it to the internet. And, well, actually, let me see if the SSD, the hard drive is showing. This PC. Oh, it is showing. 1 terabyte. It works. The SSD's right here. I wonder what they have here. Is there anything in here? Downloads? Nothing? Okay, there's nothing in here. It looks like they probably reset it to factory default. But then why would they create an account? Maybe, okay, so I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like there's a fresh install of Windows and the username was, the person was admin. And well, it turns out it works. The HDMI port does work for the output. I'm happy. This is crazy. $50, a whole computer, awesome board. Looks like LEDs. I didn't even notice the LEDs. Those are awesome. 600 watt power supply, 1 terabyte hard drive, and a 240 gig SSD, 8 gigs of RAM, i5-7500. Let's see. I did want to test the PCI slot, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the GPU out and test it out and see if the slot works. If that works, this was a 100% worth buy. I'm not sure how good the i5-7500 is for gaming nowadays. I believe that a lot of games, or a lot of newer games, recommend 8 cores or more, but 4 cores is still pretty decent for 1080p gaming, in my opinion, I think, and some 1440p gaming. I haven't used a 4-core CPU in a long time, So I do want to test it out. If you guys want to see some videos of me testing out this i5-7500 with some games, I do have a spare GTX 1080 Ti in my workstation that I can remove and test out here. But it's currently running right now. But I will try it out with my spare GPU that I have for just for testing purposes. I will insert it and test it. All right, let me get the GPU. Alrighty, so here's the GPU that I have just to test out computer's PCI slot. It is I forgot what it is. It's yeah, I don't remember, but it is a NVIDIA GPU. So let me power this off and install it and see if the PCI slot works. Because after that, if that works, we can install. Let's see, what did I have for a GPU back then? But I think a 1070 or 1080 or 1070 or 1080 with this CPU were probably a pretty good, decent 1080p gaming computer and a little bit of 1440p gaming. So it should be up there. You know, for the less intensive games. But let me go ahead and install the GPU. Hopefully this works. There you go. Remove the HDMI port from the motherboard and put it to the GPU. Alrighty. Everything's plugged in. This GPU does not need extra power from the PCI power cable from the power supply, so that's one of the reasons it's a good test CPU, because it plugs into anything. And let's power it on. Let's see if that works. Let's cross our fingers. Yes. Okay. Yes, that worked. Okay, awesome. Oh man, I am so happy right now. $50 and everything works. Everything is absolutely working 100%. Well, not 100% that I know of yet. The cable in the front, like you guys saw, was not connected at all. So I don't know if he tried to work it and it didn't power on. I plugged it in to the bottom spot, the bottom cable right here, the slot, and it didn't power on. So the one on top looks similar to the one on bottom, so I removed it and put it up here and it powered on. I don't know if that may be why he didn't know or claimed not to know about computers. Maybe he tried it, didn't work. I don't know. Many things could have happened, but I'm a very happy customer right now. Very happy customer. Sorry, I can't even speak now. Yeah, so I think the next thing for me to do with this computer is to get a new case, put everything in a new case, make it look beautiful, get a new cooler, you know, maybe get a better GPU or something. Sorry, CPU. Although this CPU is already pretty decent for, you know, some light gaming or 1080p gaming, and you know, a little bit of workstation type projects or something like that. That's it for this video. If you have any questions about my $50 computer, let me know. I'm speechless right now. I paid $50 for this. Totally worth it. I do gotta buy a new case though. I think that's gonna increase the price to like probably, depending on the case that I get, maybe like a $34 case, almost $100. And I gotta buy a GPU, so that puts it up to almost $200 if I buy a good one, like a $200 computer right here. Or I can buy like a really cheap GPU, like a 1070 or 1050 Ti, just for you know, for now. But and the case. But overall, that is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want me to test something out, or maybe there's something that I didn't test that I should have tested. But other than anything else to test, I just wanted to test if everything worked, turned on, powered on. The hard drive works, the SSD works, the motherboard works, the CPU works, the RAM works, the power supply works, and I'm happy. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.